of the CAF family here in this beautiful, cette belle ville de Vilanculos. The brother see that when he told us that you will see it a beautiful city in the Africa, now I have no doubt. So thank you so much, brother Siddad. And I have to thank the government, the local governments, for their support to make this happen, and to thank all the future of not only Mozambique, the future of Africa, the kids who on the pitch, on the sand, I can say, thank you very much for coming to see the beautiful beach soccer event not only in Africa, in the world. Thank you very much for your welcome. Have a good day.
Muito obrigado. Neste momento, vamos assistir um momento cultural. Para tal, convido o Grupo Cultural das Crianças de Vilanculo.
Mozambique way. We play vuvuzela. We call all the countries to join Vilanculo. Come and see Dugongo. It's an exotic animal.
África terra mãe, Moçambique no coração. Vilanculo minha paixão, minha vale, oh yeah. A bola vai rolar, a cultura vai vibrar. O mar vai gritar e a festa não vai parar. Colongelane, Vilanculo, banane, chicumba, tsakani, hey man. Kinani, Colongelane, Vansalane, Vilanculo,
Baby, nossa marca. Mama África, a beleza da natureza mora aqui. Agora vem jogar aqui, que vença o melhor, preservando o ambiente do Congo. Veja aqui, vem jogar aqui, que vença o melhor, preservando o ambiente do Congo. Veja aqui. Visite Bazaruto, we be learning the tofu. Visite Corongosa, Ponta do Ouro Sinap. Visite Tofu, visite Inhassoro, da tenda Moçambique. Malawi, Senegal, Uganda, Marocco, Madagascar, Egito, Mozambique. Seja bem-vindo à terra de boa gente.
Desporto e saúde.
Turismo é nossa marca. Seja bem-vindo à terra de boa gente.
Desporto e saúde.
Muito obrigado. A seguir, convido o Sua Excelência Carlos Gilberto Mendes, Secretário de Estado do Desporto, a fazer a sua intervenção.
Muito boa tarde a todos. Bem-vindos ao CAN de Futebol de Praia 2022 em Vilanculos. Excelência, tenho a elevada honra de o convidar a proferir o seu discurso de abertura. Muito obrigado.
Moçambique, oie! África, oie! Carne, oie! Eu peço antes uma salva de palmas para as crianças que desfilaram pela África. Palmas para eles. Senhor Secretário-Geral da Confederação Africana de Futebol, Senhor Secretário de Estado do Desporto, Senhora Ministra da Cultura e Turismo, Senhora Secretária de Estado na província de Inhambane, que acho que esse é o último ato formal que está a fazer. Eu fiz a questão de não exonerar antes, porque trabalhou muito para esse CAN. Fazia justiça para ela estar aqui como secretária do Estado. Senhor Governador da província de Inhambane, Senhor Administrador do Distrito de Vilanculo, Senhor Presidente do Conselho Municipal de Vilanculo, estimada família de futebol moçambicano, minha família, caros atletas e, finalmente, para não ter sido o primeiro, caro presidente da Federação Moçambicana de Futebol. Minhas senhoras e meus senhores, em primeiro lugar, permita-me endereçar a mensagem de saudação a todas as delegações visitantes e a todos que a Vilanculo se deslocaram, isto é, atletas, dirigentes desportivos, políticos e incluo aqui os espectadores. Sejam todos bem-vindos à nossa Pérola do Índico, onde fazemos cruzar hoje o desporto, o turismo, a cultura, o negócio, ou seja, tudo isto integrado num pacote único. Numa sinfonia que pretendemos que seja memorável para nós e para os nossos hóspedes. É histórico Moçambique receber pela primeira vez o CAN, uma competição continental de grande prestígio na modalidade de futebol de praia, assim como também é histórico a realização de uma competição internacional fora da capital do país, mas um exercício de descentralização, neste caso no desporto, levando o CAN do futebol da praia a uma província, a um distrito, a um município. Este evento ficará indelevelmente registrado nas nossas memórias, não só pelo simbolismo que representa, mas também pela magia que o desporto desperta na convivência, paz, amizade entre os povos. É por isso que, com enorme satisfação, estamos aqui, nesta nossa cidade turística, para acolher os melhores jogadores de futebol de praia do nosso belo continente. Queremos igualmente endereçar palavras de apreço a todos os dirigentes, técnicos e demais integrantes das seleções que se qualificaram para este certame, bem como ao Comitê Executivo da Confederação Africana de Futebol, que aprovou a candidatura de Moçambique para acolher esta
Good afternoon
prova
and a
continental.
very warm welcome to the 2022 Beach Soccer Africa Combinations gets underway today in
E mais
Mozambique.
concretamente
We're in
Vilanculo,
the picturesque
torna-se
seaside
desde hoje
resort of
até no dia
Vilanculo,
30 do mês
the
em
opening match
curso
between the
na
hosts
capital
and the
continental do
2021
Campeonato
runners-up
Africano das
Mozambique,
Nações, CAN,
and the
do
first-time
futebol de
participants
praia,
at this
no
competition
momento
at
em que o
Malawi.
mundo vai aliviando restrições decorrentes da pandemia da Covid-19 e o nosso país segue na mesma senda. Vilanculo não foi escolhido por acaso. É óbvio que para se realizar um campeonato de futebol de praia, o ideal é ser na praia. Ora, não foi apenas pela praia que viemos a Vilanculo. Como bem sabemos, temos a costa inteira com mais de 2.700 quilômetros, preenchida de praias, de tal forma que podíamos estar num outro ponto. Escolhemos Vilanculo também por ser o destino de referência para o turismo de sol, praia, lazer e não só. Vilanculo é um dos 5 destinos turísticos eleitos, onde faz parte o arquipélago de Bazaruto, sendo outros destinos Maputo, arco entre Ponta de Ouro e Macaneta, Gorongosa, com a extensão de Chimanimani, arquipélago dos Quirimbas, que já é patrimônio da humanidade, e o destino de Niassa, o arco entre a fauna e flora da reserva até Metangula, no lado Niassa. Os destinos turísticos eleitos são plataformas onde convergem diretamente civilizações e idiomas. Sintam-se, por isso, intimados a desfrutar de todas as beldades turísticas que estes pontos do nosso hospitaleiro Moçambique oferecem. Senhoras e meus senhores, o futebol tem enorme potencial na história da humanidade, pela capacidade de unir povos, trazer alegria e promover ambientes festivos. O desporto promove o respeito e o interesse no relacionamento saudável, pela sua grande capacidade de reconciliar os corações por qualquer razão distantes. É para nós em África, isto tem nome. Chama-se Ubuntu, o que quer dizer nós somos porque dependemos uns dos outros. Termos aqui irmãos em representação de toda a África. Esta deve ser a nossa oportunidade de, mais uma vez, reafirmar que, como africanos, temos os corações abertos para convivermos como uma grande família e transformar as competições em fatores de união. Honremo-nos, honrem-nos com o futebol bonito, não defraudando as expectativas de cerca de 1,4 bilhões de africanos. Conquistem o vosso lugar por mérito, coroando de êxito o esforço e dedicação na vossa preparação, valorizando deste modo os investimentos que os países têm estado a fazer no campo do desporto. Quero aqui lembrar aos moçambicanos e partilhar com os nossos países bastante praticados e já conseguiram conquistar o seu espaço. Nos últimos anos, ou nos últimos tempos, temos logrado vitórias notórias em modalidades desportivas menos convencionais, o que eleva e dá um contributo imensurável na promoção da nossa moçambicanidade e consolida a unidade nacional. Reconhecemos e fazemos a devida vênia às entidades e empresas que têm vindo a incentivar e desenvolver a prática de modalidade de futebol na praia, conjuntamente com a Federação Moçambicana de Futebol, pois estamos cientes de que, sem o vosso apoio e empenho, esta modalidade desportiva não teria expressão nem o destaque que hoje já ostenta merecidamente. Foram dias difíceis de preparação, Vilanculo tem isso na carne. Eu acredito que a população de Vilanculo está ainda nervosa, não acredita que eles tanto fizeram para isto. Foram dias difíceis, mas prestigiam-nos testemunhar momentos importantes como este, que marca a afirmação desta modalidade no nosso país e de outras modalidades que despontam, colocando Moçambique no pedestal do desporto regional, continental e internacional. Aqui, o gestor do desporto moçambicano, a província de Inhambane, distrito e município de Vilanculo, provaram a sua capacidade de realizadores e organizadores. Minhas senhoras e meus senhores, caros desportistas, é interesse do governo massificar a prática regular desta modalidade desportiva, visando o alcance de altos níveis competitivos no país, região e no mundo, pelo que o governo continuará a incentivar e abraçar o desafio de tornar esta modalidade e todas as outras cada vez mais expressivas. Vemos em iniciativas como esta uma oportunidade para profissionalizar a modalidade que já vinha sendo praticada de forma amadora, não somente ao nível da cidade de Vilanculo, mas também noutros distritos costeiros do nosso vasto belo Moçambique. Queremos fazer do acolhimento do CAN de futebol de praia uma rampa de lançamento de sonhos sobre eventos futuros de maior envergadura, que possam atrair um número ainda maior de visitantes. Ou seja, com a experiência da organização deste evento desportivo, queremos estar mais preparados para desafios como, por exemplo, a organização de um campeonato do mundo de futebol de praia. Moçambique tem capacidade para tal. É só lembrar passado, não muito distante, quando Moçambique acolheu os Jogos Africanos, campeonatos continentais e regionais de boxe, de basquetebol, de voleibol, de praia, de natação, etc. Mesmo diante de enormes dificuldades correntes de desafios econômicos e financeiros, e não só, o nosso governo nunca se eximiu das suas responsabilidades na promoção do desporto nacional. O nosso governo, com o apoio dos seus parceiros, tem vindo a desenvolver esforços para a construção e reabilitação de infraestruturas desportivas. Esta bela arena que acabamos de inaugurar, onde vão decorrer os jogos do campeonato, bem requintada, por espaços desportivos e recreativos adjacentes que valorizam este local e elevam o orgulho dos cidadãos e dos moçambicanos, é exemplo desses esforços. Por isso, saudamos a Federação Moçambicana de Futebol por ter abraçado este projeto. Reconhecemos que foi um trabalho árduo preparar a candidatura, que abarcava muitas exigências, mas foi gratificante termos sido aprovados, porque ficamos encorajados a prosseguir na nossa aspiração de tornar Moçambique um país acolhedor de eventos desportivos continentais e internacionais. Como esta infraestrutura fica fundamentada a nossa vontade é transformar a Arena de Vilanculo em prestígio do Estado continental e do futebol de praia na referência continental. Neste caso concreto, foram respondidas as solicitações da Confederação Africana de Futebol, CAF, em termos de alojamento, capacidade organizacional, qualidade, situação sanitária, transporte e outras infraestruturas de apoio de uma forma geral. Vimos aqui todos os intervenientes a desdobrarem-se em esforços que permitiram que fosse possível a criação de todas as condições necessárias que colheram a aval do bastante exigente organismo continental que superintende o futebol da praia. Este campeonato africano de futebol, que se realiza no nosso solo pátrio, tem o condão de qualificar os 3 países africanos que irão representar o nosso continente no Campeonato Mundial da modalidade a realizar-se no próximo ano. Por isso, Vamos trabalhar para que a competição seja um sucesso em todos os aspectos, incluindo o fair play. Estimada população e dirigentes de Inhambane, estas infraestruturas que ganhamos com este evento continental devem ser bem conservadas e geridas para que o nosso desporto delas beneficie no presente e no futuro e aqui sejam lapidados os talentos que vão orgulhar Moçambique. O governo vai continuar a fazer a sua parte, participando financeiramente nos programas de desenvolvimento desportivo nacional e na participação das seleções nacionais em diferentes competições internacionais, mas todos os demais intervenientes devem também fazer sua parte. Já sabem que no domingo temos também Gana a nos visitar, nos impeto e torcemos para que isso seja assim. Aqui vimos a força dos parceiros de desenvolvimento a dar a sua participação para o crescimento do desporto na zona onde operam e a bem de todo o país. Queremos de forma distinguida agradecer e felicitar em nome dos desportistas a Sazol, que não mediu esforços para de forma presente apoiar a realização destes jogos. Tenho na memória o encontro que tive com eles em restrito em Açoro e ficou claro que eles iam assumir o compromisso. Moçambique e África agradecem. Com esses atos concretos, o setor privado estará a contribuir para o nosso desporto na produção de talentos que são futuros embaixadores do nosso desporto, capazes de dignificar o país e na região, como assim no continente. Saudamos de forma especial a Confederação Africana de Futebol por ter acreditado e confiado o nosso país o acolhimento desta importante competição. Nós, os moçambicanos, acreditamos que não se vão arrepender e não hesitarão em dar mais oportunidades a Moçambique para os próximos eventos, porque somos e sempre seremos a casa de aconchego dos africanos. A beleza natural, paisagística e as águas cristalinas das nossas praias são outro atrativo a desfrutar neste lugar. Usem a oportunidade para conhecerem as paradisíacas ilhas de arquipélago de Bazaruto, aqui perto, para o vosso encanto. As equipas do Egito, Marrocos, Senegal, Madagascar, Uganda, Malawi e a anfitriã Moçambique. Desejamos boas provas, cheias de competitividade, mas, como disse, repleto de fair play, camaradagem, amizade genuína. Aqui, quem vai ganhar é um só continente, a África.
Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to the 2022 Beach Soccer Africa Cup of Nations gets underway today in Mozambique. We're in the picturesque seaside resort of Vilanculo, some 600 kilometers northeast of the capital Maputo. Just over an hour's flight. This 1,200-seater arena built for the occasion ahead of the 11th edition of the tournament. Inaugurated by the Mozambique President Filipe Nyusi.
Mozambique and Malawi.
The opening match of this year's competition. It's the hosts and the 2021 runners-up Mozambique against first-time participants Malawi. Mozambique appearing for the 5th time and looking to go one step better than a year ago. They were beaten 4-1 in the final by African heavyweights Senegal. The 6-time champions. They've won the last 3 editions as well, the Senegalese. They're looking to make it 4 on the trot and emulate the men's 11-a-side team at the Africa Cup of Nations earlier this year in Cameroon. But Malawi come here full of optimism and motivation, hoping to spring a surprise
Boa tarde,
to make their tournament debut.
distintos convidados, minhas senhoras e meus senhores.
This competition also acts as the qualification route for African teams to the 2023 Beach Soccer World Cup. The winners and the runners-up will qualify for next year's tournament. Mozambique took part at the World Cup for the first time last year, finishing as runners-up in the Africa Cup of Nations. Well, this championship was first established in 2006. FIFA made it a requirement for all confederations to begin holding qualification tournaments for the World Cup. It was renamed the Africa Beach Soccer Cup of Nations in 2015. This is the 5th edition. And with that name, the 2020 tournament was pushed back a year because of the pandemic. To stop Senegal making it a hat-trick of successive titles. And following their victory in the recent COSAFA Cup, very much the team to beat here in Mozambique, but the hosts certainly hope to have a say about that. They were the COSAFA champions last year. Ranked 27th in the world, Mozambique, just behind Morocco and Egypt. One of the other teams involved in what is now a 7-team tournament with the withdrawal of Nigeria. Just the 3 teams left in Group A. Mozambique, Malawi and Morocco. So Mozambique qualifying as hosts. They made it so far as the group stage in their first 3 participations in 2007, 2008 and 2009. Something clicked a year ago as they made a run through to the final. They are looking to respond to a disappointing 4th place showing at the COSAFA Cup last month. Finished 4th place there after losing to Uganda. 8-7 in the 3rd place playoff after extra time. The Malawi players in high spirits heading into this one, as they might well be, making their debut in the competition. Something of an unknown quantity, ranked 101st in the Beach Soccer World Rankings, the lowest of any nations with a team. They qualified for the finals on the away goals rule after an 8-all stalemate against Tanzania.
Quero palmas das bancadas, faz favor, vamos aplaudir! Muitas palmas!
Ladies and gentlemen, let's clap hands and join the party.
So the party just a few minutes away from getting started here in Vilanculo.
A festa do futebol africano de praia é Vilanculo, é Inhambane, é Moçambique.
Big crowd on hand as well to roar them on.
A festa na pátria amada.
Well, Mozambique coach Abinero Usaka held some earnest conversations with his players after the COSAFA tournament.
Senhoras e senhores, anunciamos
where they
a
need to improve.
entrada das seleções
Hoping
de
that will pay dividends
Moçambique
over
e
the course of the next
Malawi.
week.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the teams of Mozambique and Malawi.
So here come the two sets of players ahead of this opening Group A encounter. Dino captaining the host Mozambique, wearing the number 3 shirt. Sandra Masadi. His counterpart wearing the captain's armband for Malawi. And the number 10 jersey for the Flames.
Neste momento, queria pedir para todos levantarmos e vamos entoar o hino nacional de Malawi.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's all stand up so we can sing the national anthem of Malawi.
Vamos entoar o hino nacional
Lungu
da
Dalatani
República
Malawi,
de
God bless our land of Malawi.
And now,
national
the
anthem.
national anthem of Mozambique.
Presidente da República de Moçambique irá saudar os capitães das duas equipes e dar o pontapé de saída do Campeonato Africano de Futebol de Praia.
And now, our Excellency, Felipe Jacinto Nyusi, the President of the Republic, is going to greet the captains of the teams and give the kickoff of the African Cup of Nations of beach football.
It's the president of Mozambique, Felipe Jacinto Nyusi, set for the ceremonial kickoff here. Exchanging handshakes with the match officials, as well as captain of the Mozambique aside. Angelo Arta Thomas goes by the name Dino. So an occasion to remember for Malawi, certainly their first ever match at the Beach Soccer Africa Cup of Nations. Mozambique taking part for the 5th time. There's 12 years between their 3rd and 4th appearances. Back though for the 2nd year in succession. Looking to a feature in the final in a week's time. Well, much of Mozambique's hopes will be on the shoulders of Nelson Manuel, the player of the tournament last year's competition. The president of the country takes a tumble there. Here's the funny side of it. Here on home stands. Home players applauding the supporters in attendance. Be relying on them over the course of the next week to try and drive them onto a first continental crown. Malawi hoping to slip under the radar here. Their coach, Willie Kumalambe, the fact they're something of an unknown quantity may well work in their favour. Opponents not really too sure of what to expect from them. It will be Malawi who get us underway. Early strike on a goal. So 3 12-minute periods to be played. Early save, and it's kept out at the 2nd attempt. Mozambique nearly striking right from the get-go. Well done here by Della Simba. Full of red shirts in at close quarters. Does well, Simba, to keep hold of possession. Last touch off Mozambique. It will be throw in for Malawi. Biliati goes back to his keeper, Justine Bonongwe. It's a crack at the other goal. Wide of the mark. Goalkeepers are able to pick the ball up with their hands, like in regulation 11-a-side football. are some limits though regarding that rule. That's a fine save there. Good hit as well. Horacio Tivan to the challenge to keep it out. Terrific stop again from Tivan. It got down low to his right to deny the Malawi skipper Sandram Sadi. Our first corner of this opening match. Tivan to release. Billy here, just beyond the despairing dive of Neto. Corner and wide of the mark this time from Maleve. Well, there is Nelson Emmanuel. Looking to make an impact for the hosts. Here he is, and he puts it wide. What a chance that was for last year's most valuable player to deliver the opening goal of this year's tournament. Header wide from Gabi. Malambe just trying to calm his side down. Frenetic starts to this one. Tivan finds Manuel. Punched away by Bonongwe. Punched upfield once more towards Nelson Emmanuel. Leaving his captain upfield. Made off to Dino here to shift it back and just tripping away from him. Bonongwe again, getting involved. Last touch. From Biliati, always rising. Great, can't get there. He's bailed out by Biliati. Key touch to divert it behind. Corner. Again, headed away by Malawi's number 5. As for the overhead, Neto. Rolling substitutions allowed as part of the beach soccer format. Mozambique getting ready to make an early change. Dez is in at 2 with the fray. Balls on the almost 9 minutes in, and Malawi leading the host by a 1-0. This time a shot from Dez. Balls coming from all directions. So they're looking to restart play. Chested down by Manuel. He brings his team back level. Still going, drags it across, awkward bounce, and that really made it tricky for Aruz. Chance here for a cracker and a goal for Mozambique. There's going to be Aruz. A long run up. He's made himself little T out of the sand as well. Pops it towards goal. And it's blocked by Bonongwe. Manuel turn the overhead, and what a finish that is from last year's most valuable player. No surprise to see him get the first goal of the tournament for the hosts. Thumping overhead, finish, no chance for Bonongwe. 13 at the recent. Beg your pardon, 10 at the recent Kosafa Cup. Kajamu, strike deflected behind for a corner. There's a good chance there for Sadi to restore the lead for Malawi. Quite get hold of it. Deflected, and that's a fine save from Bonongwe. Strong right hand to pour it to safety. After a wicked deflection, nearly deceived him. And he stayed down at Justine Bonongwe. Has been stopped. Just over a minute and a half left in this opening period. 3 minutes intervals between the periods. Level pegging towards the end of this first period. I do have Eddie Jamu available. It's a backup goalkeeper. We are going to see him replacing Bonongwe here. Himself making what was a fine save. Gathered here by Bashir, and Jamu out just in time. Aruz feinted to shoot, tried to pick out the pass. And Jamu, down goes Kajamu. Free kick for Malawi. Punch in the back. Kajamu try his lock here for Malawi. It's just wide on the far post. It's the player fouled who is required to take the ensuing free kick, barring injury. Jamu. Bashir giving it away. Mozambique winning it back. That's just beyond Nelson Emmanuel. Jamu. Bashir lofts it upfield. Aruz. Liati giving him an inch of space. So she goes the way of Mozambique. there goes the hooter to signal the end of the first period. One apiece between the hosts, Mozambique, and the newcomers, Malawi. Plenty of chances at both ends in that opening at 12 minutes, but just the 2 goals, 1 for each side. Quick break coming up for the start of the second period. Dala Simba with an early pop-on goal. And the ball just whizzing beyond the diving. That's at the far post. This was the opening goal scored by Dala Simba, set up by his captain Sandra Masadi. Mozambique responded pretty quickly. Nelson Manuel, fantastic overhead to bring his side back level. Applauded by the president in the stands, Felipe Jacinto Niusi. Zach Kajamu firing it just wide as well. So a chance to discuss some tactics here, to take on some crucial liquids. Plenty of Mozambican flags in the crowd. First time Mozambique has hosted the tournament. Kumalambe, a word with his players. A couple on the shoulders. Forward in the hands of Amadero Osaka. To this Mozambique side. Mozambique topped their pool with 3 wins from 3 in last year's tournament. Uganda in the semi-finals before losing to Senegal in the final. Play the 2 group games this time around. The withdrawal of Nigeria. So 2 of the 3 teams will advance to the last 4 from Group A. Morocco the other side in this section. Officials just about ready to restart proceedings here. Start of the second period, almost upon us. The 2 nations neck and neck so far. Pretty much the same team that started for Malawi, with the exception of the goalkeeper Justin Benongwe, replaced by Eddie Jamu. That's himself making a save late in that first period. Mozambique back with the same 5 that began the contest. Pretty common tactic to see teams try their luck from these kickoffs. Can Mozambique produce here? Scooped up into the air towards Nelson Manuel. Didn't quite come off. Back to his keeper. Dala Simba. Kajamu wins it back well. Has a pop on a goal and almost going wide of the target. All the balls on the sand again. For his captain Dinho was Horacio Tivan. So back to Tivan. Chance here, and it's off the crossbar, an absolute cannon Another strike from Nelson Manuel, thundering against the frame of the goal. I'm surprised if Eddie Gemma even saw that one. The ball just rolled invitingly towards him. If hit it any sweeter. Later joining up with the rest of his teammates. Nelson Manuel in action with his 11-a-side club in the Mozambican top flight. As for Ferroviario de Maputo, and that's a good save there from Tivan. Jamu loses out. Tivan again called into action. Jamu trying to flick it across to Simba. Gabby. Chance here for Mozambique. Sliding Nelson Manuel at the far post, prods it wide. Away by Simba. This is Kajamu. And a man free here if they can find him. It was Sadi. It's never quite his way to him. Does again. To be called upon by Mozambique. Malawi have retaken the lead as the captain Sanjam Sadi stabs it beyond Horacio Tivan. Just got there ahead of the keeper. They've got a touch on it. Tivan. Tidy finish nonetheless from Sadi. There's the possibility of extra time if it does finish level after 3 periods. A little dink over the advancing Tivan from Sadi. Bomber also back out there for Mozambique. Scooped up by Emmanuel.
A nossa seleção nacional quer o público vai acompanhar a nossa equipe em todos os momentos. Eles jogam no nós jogamos na bancada. Vamos apoiar a nossa equipe. Acorda, Moçambique. Vamos fazer a nossa alta vermelha.
Just watch that one and skip behind. Clearance for Jamu.
Muitas palmas.
Just past a couple of men. There's Des. Adinho. He's in a mess of that. Mabomo. Dodds on to equalise for Mozambique, but on a fluff of the shot. A third of the way through this second period, and there's Malawi. The slender advantage. Tala Simba placing the ball down. Malawi coach Willie Kumalambe did say that the fact that opponents may not know too much about his side could work to their advantage, and so far seems to be the case. They make it 3 here. Good stop from Tivan. Anticipated the danger. Malawi's beach soccer team only established in 2015. Nelson here, and Again, Mabomo unable to apply the finish. Kicked down superbly by Nelson. Prepared to just roll under Mabomo's foot. It's never straightforward on the sands. The throw in for Malawi. Deflected wide. Corner coming up this time for the Flames. This time it's flicked wide of the mark. Des. Dino. Pass gets away. Sadie on the turn. The block from Sadie. This is Lupembe. Overhead blocked by Nelson. Fraction committed by Gulumba. Opportunity presenting itself for Mozambique. Well, that's the only goal for Mozambique so far. Nelson Emmanuel. They bring a side back even once more. Close up look of the balls that will be used throughout this tournament. Nelson, and it's wide off the far upright. And Jamu sprawling to his left. I've won it back here at Mozambique. It's a crucial hand on the ball from Jamu. And then flicked over at the other end by Tivan. End-to-end stuff. Take it quickly. Hold it back to Tivan. Chested down, but beyond of Figo's run. Figo winning it back. Ball spinning out for Malawi throw. Figo. 7 goals at last year's World Cup. Figo, most of any Mozambican player, could get his first here of the tournament. And denied by Eddie Jamu. Well, all 3 goalkeepers we've seen in action certainly playing their part so far. This is Aroz, and deflected up and behind. 4 in at 1 match at the World Cup last year, Figo. Mozambique's only win in the group stage came over the United Arab Emirates. Eliminated after a defeat by Tahiti in the final group game. Figo get the return pass. Trying to engineer some space here, Figo. Strike is blocked. Figo can't pick out his man. That's brushed the leg of a big row. Aroz. Nice pirouette. No way past. Lupembe though. Stinging the palms of Juma. Dangerous back pass. And Malawi made to play there. Mozambique back level thanks to Aruz. Defensive error presenting the opportunity. And the hosts showing Malawi pay the price for it. Trying to scoop it back to his keeper, Kalumba. On off on the pass, and Aruz ready to pounce. Pembe just taking his time over that corner. This time Juma does come out. Whistle goes. So free kick deep inside their own half here for Malawi. Just making sure everyone's at the required distance. Well, shots, all that's close. Out comes Tivan again. A couple of good interventions made by the Mozambique keeper. Overhead this time. And again, Tivan smothering at the feet of Sadi. Well, they've acquitted themselves pretty well so far, Malawi. Figo here on the turn, gets past his man. Blocked by Jamu. You just sense that Mozambique looking to try and take control here. It's Malawi, though, too far away from taking the lead for the third time. Adala Simba, void effort, striking the defender. He could have gone anywhere. Deflection. Going direct for goal from the corner. Battered away by Tivan. Well, Jamu down for Malawi. The stoppage here. Steve Bonokwe was replaced by Jamu late in the first period. Physio working on a reserve goalkeeper. Doesn't look as if Jamu's going to be able to continue either. Gingerly making his way to the sideline, but the good news for Malawi is that Bonongwe able to return. That's Emmanuel. They're just in time. Or was it Laston? Foul. Given against Big Roll. He doesn't want to hear about it either. The Mozambique number 5. Sandra City got the second goal for Malawi at the start of this second period. To strike once more here. Just inside the Malawi half. And it's off the post. Did the keeper get a hand on it? Stayed out all the same. Never so close to a third for Malawi there. Said it could be a third here for Mozambique, straight at Bonongwe. Bashir with the chance. Certainly been an exhilarating start to this tournament. Figo play now to carry on. It's going to be a corner here for Mozambique. Figo and Nelson Emmanuel both on a 100-player shortlist for the best men's player of the year. More that will be handed out at the Beach Soccer Stars Awards Gala in Dubai next month. Figo and once from his feet by Bonongwe. Bashir. Well, Scott's on the end of that. Lob upfield from Sivan. Bonongwe points it forward and not quite working for the Malawi keeper there. This is Kijamu. Kijamu. Good sliding intervention made by Nelson Manuel. Defender in 11 aside. Rather more of an attacking threat on the sand. This is Kijamu. To scoop it towards a teammate. And trickles wide as the buzzer goes for the end of the second period. Again, just the 2 goals in the second period. Level at 2 apiece. Mozambique and Malawi. Setting us up for a grandstand finish here in the opening game of the tournament. Right at the end of that second period. Skipping wide from Sadi.
Está de parabéns, Moçambique. Então, se tu fosse ao campo para jogar, como é que vais poder ajudar Moçambique? Vamos lá. Então, corridinha aí. Corre bocadinho aí para fora, Moçambique.
Well, Malawi, so they weren't here just to simply make up the numbers, and that's certainly a point they've proved through the first 2 periods, giving Mozambique a run for their money here.
So how are you enjoying the game today?
Let's take a look back at some of the highlights from that second period. Nelson Manuel rattling the crossbar. Rasu Tivan, busy man down at the other end for Mozambique. Spin from Arroz, and then levelled after a defensive mix-up. And celebration to boot as well. Jamu then replaced by the starting keeper, Justine Bonongwe. So he too picked up a knock. Sandram Sadi hitting the upright with a free kick towards the end of that second period. So Willie Kumalambe again in discussion with his players. 12 minutes away from what would be a famous win here against Mozambique, finalists at last year's Beach Soccer Africa Cup of Nations in Senegal. And they were beaten by the hosts in the final. It's been tough going for them so far here. It's Malawi, tough team to shrug off.
E pergunta a ele o que é que tem de melhor no Malawi. Aí ele tem que aproveitar a oportunidade para vender também a sua nação.
So about to get underway here for the third and final period. That is, at least if there is a clear winner at the end of the upcoming 12 minutes. Just the one game on the schedule today, the opening day of the tournament. A double-header though scheduled tomorrow with the six-time champions Senegal kicking off their campaign and the defence of their title against Uganda. Madagascar, 2015 winners, going up against Egypt in the second game in Group B. Egypt, the only team to appear in all 10 previous versions of the tournament, finished third on 4 occasions, most recently
esta minha bancada aqui anda muito fraca. Vocês estão a dormir ou o quê? Vamos a ganhar, levantem, levantem!
Well, certainly got plenty of air under that one, Tivan. Never looked like threatening the opposing goal. Onus, though, very much on Malawi now to try and find that equalising goal. They force them to leave themselves a bit vulnerable in pursuit of it. See if Mozambique can take advantage. So, 9.5 minutes remain. Aroz has one to his name. Overhead, quite what he was intending. A quick double switch made here by the host, Figo. And back out there. Ball kept in play, scooped up by Tivan. This is Bashir. Floats it up ahead towards Figo. From Manuel. That's a good save from Bolongwe to deny.
Malawi supporters, we can't
Nelson
hear
Manuel.
you. Where are you, Malawi? We can't hear you. Support your team, please.
Stadium announcer trying to get the fans more involved. Tense finale on our hands though here in Vilanculo. Nelson Manuel keeps going. Able to find a way past the second defender. Ball stays in play. This is Dalla Simba to flick it up to himself. Sadi. Cleared away, taking no risks. Bashir. Sadi to have a pop. There's the captain, Dino. Ready to return as well. We turn there from Figo. And denied by the fingertips of Bonongwe, I think. Yes, did get a hand on it, Bonongwe. And a good reaction save from the Malawi keeper. Figo again. Figo, and denied again by Bonongwe. Looking for a bit of a breathing room here. Mozambique trying to themselves a 2-goal advantage. Nelson and Manuel forced away from a goal. Figo laid it off first time and scooped over by Dez. Cleared high into the sky by Dez, and he's going to win the free kick as well. Challenge by Isaac Kajamu. Dez lining up here for the strike on goal. Not too far wide. Tivan finds a man free. It is Des. Angle working against him. And a lunging clearance. Preventing the ball from reaching Nelson Emmanuel. There is Nelson. Martinho towards Nelson. Gets it from Des, and Nelson has his second of the contest. Is that going to be the goal that puts this game to bed? A cool finish from Nelson Manuel. 10 goals at last year's tournament, 2 already here in the opening game. Got the first, and now with the 4th for Mozambique. Well worked goal. And nothing that Bonongwe could do about it. Iliati just urging Malawi to stay calm here, still have a bit of time. They do need to try and at least half the deficit sooner rather than later to give themselves a fighting opportunity to the latter half of this final period. Can they respond to Malawi? This is Figo. And a good start from Bonongwe. Mozambique certainly on top here. Sadi, and it needed to be turned behind by Tivan. Wasn't quite sure whether that might sneak in, couldn't afford to take any risks. Sadi, shot is blocked by Nelson Manuel, getting the job done at both ends, and a raised foot from Isaac Kijamu, catching Dino around the head. It's the first yellow card we've seen at the tournament. Isaac Kijamu picking up the booking. So Dino placing the ball down on the sand. Surely 3 goals would be too much to make up for Malawi in these final 5 minutes. If Dino can add to the lead here for the hosts. Bonongwe. Shot from Kijamu. Los Mambas winning by 4 goals to 2. Well, looks as if it crossed the sideline. That's indeed the case. Been able to douse the flames of Malawi, Mozambique in this final period. Nelson Manuel, overhead blocked by Simba. Hato and Gabi preparing to return here for Mozambique. Deflected by Des for a Malawi throw to the area, and the header from Kijamu held by Tivan. Neto finds Dino. Dino back to Neto. He's looking to play the 1-2 with his captain Neto, but just took his eye off the ball, I think. Rather, it bobbled away from him. Kijamu muscled off it, but he is going to win the free kick. So, definitely a shooting opportunity here for Malawi. A good 1-2. Horacio Tavan will look to preserve the 2-goal advantage for Mozambique. Kajamu, fingertips on it from Tavan. Entirely sure it was on target, but again, too close to take any risks. This is Gabby. Decision going against Gabby. Frustrations are starting to mount a little bit for Malawi. Back in action on Monday, Malawi against Morocco. Second and final game of the group stage. Morocco, their Group A encounter underway on Sunday against the hosts. The run here just scuffs the finish. Gabby dragged across the face of goal. Numbers forward here for Mozambique. It was a rose denied by Bonongwe. Chance here for Malawi to pull one back, and Simba blazed it over. Well, that might be a crucial miss to try and fight their way back in here late on, Malawi. Roz battered away by Bonongwe. Supporters up on their feet, dancing. Party atmosphere in Vila Cruzo.
Federação Moçambicana de Futebol, Cidade Sport, República de Moçambique.
So into the final minutes. Mozambique 60 seconds away from an opening win to start the tournament. Malawi did lead twice. But it looks like their efforts through the first two periods will come up short. Kajamu need to pull one back now. They are to turn things around with a miraculous comeback. Doesn't look like it's going to be the case, though. Bashir, Ceremonial calling for it, tries to work it around the corner. So the final few seconds. Crowd counting down. And it's all over in Vilanculo. The opening match of the 2022 Africa Cup of Nations, a beach soccer edition, goes the way of the hosts Mozambique. President Felipe Aniusi exchanging handshakes in the stands, and 4-2 winners Mozambique against a very game Malawi side. It gave the hosts a scare through the first two periods. It was level at 2 apiece. Heading into the last 12 minutes. And eventually the experience told for Mozambique as they get things up and running with 3 points here in Group A. A big rope with what proved to be the decisive strike. Got the third for Mozambique. Nelson Manuel then rounded off the victory with his second of the contest. Well, they can be proud of their efforts this afternoon. Malawi. Tunapiliati being comforted
de anunciar a saída, de anunciar a retirada de Sua Excelência.
Home players saluting the crowd. They played their part as well this afternoon. It's 1,200 capacity venue.
De recordar que amanhã temos dois jogos.
The Indian Ocean coastline.
Às 14 horas, amanhã temos duas partidas.
Turning to all corners of the arena. Well, Mozambique will be back in action in 2 days' time. They take on Morocco.
Congratulations. Very proud in Malawi. Very proud. Hey,
There you see, congratulating the beaten Malawi players as well. They should be very proud of their performance this afternoon. They'll be back in action on a Monday. Malawi, as they take on Morocco. Could be a winner-takes-all showdown depending on what happens on Sunday between Morocco and Mozambique.
Só para lembrar, amanhã teremos dois
Team photo for Mozambique with the nation's president in the centre of it. They've targeted a return to the final. There's the words of Los Mambas coach Abinero Usaka. They've made a decent start here, despite being tested early on by Malawi. Their tournament debut came through with a challenge to take the 3 points, and it was all said and done. So highlights coming up momentarily from this first match of the tournament. Stay with us for those.
Enquanto tiver aqui alguém, a festa continua. Teremos aqui hoje DJ Lourinho, DJ Jimmy Wings, DJ Cafrique, DJ JC e o DJ El Plata para animarmos a tarde, animarmos a noite, animarmos a madrugada. Podemos animar até amanhã, de novo começar o jogo. Estamos todos aqui.
Mozambique 4-2 winners here over Malawi, respecting the world rankings. 27th in the world, Mozambique. Malawi 101st, but certainly wasn't 74 places between the two teams on the evidence of what we saw this afternoon. Malawi will have to dust themselves down and go again in 3 days' time. All hope certainly not lost. Plenty of positives for them. Perhaps that's a defensive lapse that allowed